What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mode video. So today, I'm pretty sure you already seen it through the title of this video. It's the M4 Iron Song. So this is the blueprint that we're going to be reviewing today since it is Thursday night. So, well, at least in my eyes, this was probably one of the more, anticipated legendary skins of the season, because for a long time the N4, it's kind of rare when it does get legendary skins. But it seems to get one like every year. In year 1, we had the Court Jester. In year 2, we had the Thermal Shroud. And after year 3, we were obviously getting this one called the Iron Song. So for a long time, the only legendary that I had with the M4 was obviously the Court Jester. That's the very first one I got back in the day. The one where they basically made us wait a whole entire year of the game in order to get an M4 legendary skin. And while it was a pretty cool skin to use at times, it always wasn't really the most satisfying, and that's mainly because of the iron sight. As much as I hate to admit it, it did kind of compromise a bit of your aiming, especially with an iron sight like that. It didn't really feel like it was... I felt like it was a little bit more intrusive than the based M4 iron sight. And don't get me wrong, the Court Jester I think would have like the best effects out of all of them, but again, the iron sight is the one thing that kind of was a letdown. And I never really got the Thermal Shroud because during the time I wasn't really buying legendary skins. And I could have gotten the Thermal Shroud recently, but I decided to just wait it out until we had like a new M4 legendary skin. And finally we did. And I'm actually pretty excited for this legendary skin because it's a far more satisfying gun to use compared to the Court Jester. The iron sight is far more clear, the effects are cool, and it's in the shape of a guitar. And just so you guys know, my favorite genre of music is actually rock music. I usually like the rock music because obviously the rap, I know it's gonna piss a lot of people off, but I'm not really a fan of rap because it's just like, oh, the fuck of the buddy skirt or some bullshit like that. Like it has no meaning. But when it comes to rock, honestly, I've been listening to rock ever since I was a kid. So having a skin like this kind of does resonate with me, I guess, pretty well on a personal level. And I'm gonna really enjoy using this for a very long time. And, having it put on with other camos, such as like Polychromatic or Ether Crystal, I mean, they're absolutely amazing. Not all of them are great. I would say Red Sprite, Polychromatic, and Ether Crystal are probably the 3 best seasonal camos. While I guess for like the regular completionist camos, none of them are really that great. However, while this skin looks awesome, there are a few flaws with it. First off, when it comes to the sound effects, there is some pretty noticeable sound effects, especially when you reload and if you have your gun suppressed. But if you use the gun unsuppressed, it kind of just sounds like the base M4. But I don't know why the shooting sound sounds way more, I guess, more distinct if you actually have a suppressor on. So unfortunately, yeah, like it does have a lot of, I guess, basic M4 features, but I felt like they could have done a little bit more than that. And another complaint that I have, since it does come with the underbarrel grenade launcher, I was kind of hoping that they would at least have some sort of like skin that goes with that attachment, make it red or something. But unfortunately they didn't do that. So when you actually got the weapon from the draw, it just, like the underbarrel grenade launcher kind of looked out of place. So now before we end off the video, I forgot to mention the death effect. So the death effect is pretty unique on its own way, but it's not something that, really wows a person that actually got this skin. I mean, I mean, there's plenty of different better effects out there, but basically what this one involves is like, I don't know, like whenever you shoot an enemy, they get a guitar in their hands and then they just burn up with like 4 different flames coming from the ground. And that's basically it. But you do hear like I guess a guitar sound in the background while that is happening. But other than that, that's pretty much the M4 Iron Song. It's nothing really crazy. I mean, the only crazy thing about it is that it's just in the shape of a guitar. But the Iron Sight, for me at least, is far better than the Court Jester. I know the Thermal Shroud might be something a lot of people would prefer more, but really, I could just see them as interchangeable. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, I definitely needed a change of pace when it comes to the M4. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe for some more COD mode content. I'll see you guys next time.